Back the block kick to extend their lead.
What's that old expression? Fortune favors the bold. They boldly went after it, got it. Worked out pretty darn well for them.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Here's Tate to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think just they... were just bad plays to call.
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Blue Dan, blue Dan.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
On second down now. It's done. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. And they take a knee. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Jackson on the keeper.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is indeed good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So While it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
So now Jones and the Giants down by 16. A minute 52 to play. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. Now Jones on 1st and 10. It's hauled in by Shepard. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 75 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
Point conversion.
Double time. Even. 4 down. Even. 45. Mike, 45.
Throwing Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Conversion is no good.
A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Falcon first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout
He was tackled
as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
3.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and now it's 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Jackson on the keeper.
Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Giants 6.
a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. We pick up this challenge in the 4th quarter with 5 minutes left. You're up by 2 scores. Your opponent has the football on their 35-yard line. 1st and long. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Watch the roof.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Dante Fowler and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available. The Titans offense set to go on 1st and 10.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
The quarterback.
2nd and 20.
And sacked. A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Fowler. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Congratulations on you. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Tannehill. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain
17 yards on that play for the Titans.
1st down, Tennessee.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Third and long. It's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
That's a lot of it. For a cool bust down, but my wrist time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit.
Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is MUT Ultimate Team.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. McCaffrey on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Powers through again. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now
a handoff for Gurley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Being chased out left. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
all runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
He was brought down by Todd Davis.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. We're scoreless after 1. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
KJ Hamler returning it. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dante Fowler. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Deion Jones in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Sheds another. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
The ball carrier.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And that'll do it for the... So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look... All right, never mind. Third quarter action now. And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. These guys, it has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That's complete. It's Gordon. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Falcons' 39-yard line.
From the gun is Locke. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
By Chase Young.
Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. And that is incomplete.
Pass intended for Jerry Jeudy.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. A tackle made by Todd Davis. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
At the 20-yard line.
Another carry now for Gurley. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. A very quick pass to Ridley.
Complete.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd. And final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Jackson on the keeper.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was, well, you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the suck of a baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the suck of a baby.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out of the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go when I'm alone? Not on the phone, when I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Shoes us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge don't sink in. Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Oh.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
On to get it started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
Still alive. I'm feeling like, well,
I feel like a prince, I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills, cause I was a blessed when no one was fair.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Miles Sanders.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. He's got a man. Complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 57 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He was 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Jackson. Here's a screen to Powell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Adrian Peterson.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
On 1st down, Mahomes. On the catch, it's Andre Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Shift, shift.
3-0. EA Sports.
Bears 3, Falcons nothing.
13 yards remaining on second down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got one.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Christian McCaffrey, 35 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Is good. Makes the score Falcons 7, Bears 3. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well, and they took the shot downfield. They were more than prepared for that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnovers, and they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
To Darren Waller.
Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now it's Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Bears 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Mahomes got the lead. They've done well in the 1st half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. It's caught. Block it. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. And by Boswell's kick is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Now it's Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12.
At the 30-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Back-to-back running plays, putting him in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Mahomes now to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Peterson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
13.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
There on the tackle.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
5 yards remain on second down. They run again with Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jackson. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Adrian Peterson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brings up
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Complete to Zach.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's into the clear. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Second and 16. Play action. Now Jackson steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second and 12, Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
third down. Third and long.
So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And they, in fact, will throw it. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Is White on the coverage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Jackson sacked.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
A turnover on downs.
Yellow. 180. Right, 58, right there. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
A 24-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
23.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5.
I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like hey, we're popping in. Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and popping in. Yeah, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, nice shot. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Come on, boy. Come on.
One last shot for Jackson. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that,
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When I'm alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Shoes us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawks keep rising. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by law. In my inner rage when it takes center stage, way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe